Okay, so we're almost done with this unit. We have 2 lessons in section 10.2, so we have 10.2.1 and 10.2.2. This lesson's a little bit longer because it covers quite a bit of material, but the second one, but it's not very difficult. So the law of sines, there's a law that we use, just like the law of cosines, to solve triangles that are not right triangles. So we have, this is really nice. Oh, I went too fast. Okay. So this is a really nice formula because basically these are all equivalent. So A over sine A equals B over sine B, which equals C over sine C. A over sine A equals C over sine C. So any of these you can put together. Just make sure that your variables are together. A and A is together, B and B is together, and C and C is together. Much less time consuming than the law of cosines, but it's not quite as usable. So this is what we use when we have angle, angle, side. So we have 2 angles and we have a side. So we're going to draw the triangle so we can see what it looks like before we start using the formula. Maybe I drew the triangle, I can't remember. Okay. So here's the deal with the formula. It's C over sine C equals B over sine B. So I simply rewrote it as B times sine C over sine B. And then I can solve for little c. So I get 4 times sine 46 over sine 33. Throw that all in a calculator and I end up with 5.3. All right, now that I have this one, I need to solve for A, and now I have to go, I need to solve for the angle A first. So I have 180 minus 33 minus 46 is 101. And then I can do little a is, and I'm always going to use the one that I'm given, because in case I made a mistake here, I won't make another mistake. It's not a double mistake. So 4 sine A, 4 sine 101 over sine 33 equals 7.2. And now I had 3 pieces, and I have 3 new pieces. Remember, it's 3 and 3 always. So now your practice problem. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and try it. You're given side, angle, or you're given angle, angle, side. So here's your solution. Okay, so first of all, went ahead and found the third angle, which is 129, and then we used the formula, okay, A over sine A and B over sine B to solve, and then we did it again and solved for these. Please make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Okay, so on to example 2. Finding the area of a triangle that finding an area of any triangle. There are 2 different formulas that we can use depending on what information that is given. Notice here we're given 2 sides and an angle, and the angle is not the same as one of the sides, so it's a different variable. That's important. Okay, so as long as you have this information, you can use this formula. Oops, I don't know what happened. Okay, hold on, something's funky with my, there's my practice. Okay, so here's this, I think I accidentally put that in there twice. That's the solution practice one. There we go. Okay, so we just talked about this. But let's go ahead and work this example out. So I have 1/2 BC times the sine of A. Okay, remember I can change the variables out as long as this one is not the same as those. And then I plug the numbers in. So 1/2 times 10 times sine 36 is 41.1. Okay. Here's your practice problem. Go ahead and try this. You're given 2 sides and an angle. Okay, this angle is not one of these sides, because if this was A and this was B, this is C, and that's angle C. The C they always go across from each other. So pause the video, try the problem. Okay. And here's your solution. Again, super simple stuff, all right? So we just plug it into the formula. 1/2 times 8 times 13 times sine 130 is 39.83. If you're not getting the right answers, make sure your calculator's in degree mode. Okay, last one, last example. So this is another formula. Now this is what happens if we want to find the area and we're just given 3 sides. Okay, this is called Heron's formula. All right, so what it says is that it has this s in the formula, and we have to find s. S is 1/2 times a plus b plus c, and then we can plug it into this really long formula and find the area. This is a super, super nice formula because this tells us that any triangle, if we know the sides, we can find the area of the whole triangle. So the very first thing we need to do is find s, which s is 1/2 times 4 plus 12 plus 14. Please make sure you use your order of operations and you add first because they're inside the parentheses. And multiply by 1/2 and I get 15. So my area is the square root of 15 times 15 minus 4 times 15 minus 12 times 15 minus 14. Calculated the whole thing and I get the area is 22.2. And you have a practice problem, I believe. And there's your practice problem. Pause the video, plug these into the formula, and see what you get. And here's the solution. Okay, I plugged in a, b, and c to the s, and I got 14. Then I did 14 and 14 minus 7, 14 minus 9, 14 minus 12, square root of 980, which is 31.3. And that's the end of that.